We have all had those moments that are laced with regret, even when we like to pretend that we don't. Do you know the specific type of regret that you have experienced or how it can affect you? Today, we are talking about the three types of regret and how we can overcome them so we don't destroy our lives. Stick around. Hi, I'm Keisha Golder, and today we are talking all about regret and how we can overcome it so that we do not allow it to stop us from living life on our terms. The first type of regret that many of us experience is the regret of doing something or something that we did. And when we suffer this type of regret, it is difficult for us to move on. It also begins to consume us sometimes. So we are not able to fully enjoy the moments that we are in. We are not fully able to experience all of the things around us because we're constantly in the past. We're constantly stuck on the things that we did, not the things that we are doing. The goal of life, or one of the goals of life, is to live in the moment and to live the life that you want. Not to be stuck in the past where you were living the life of someone else. So, how can we get over this type of regret? We can learn to be mindful of the present time. When things have happened or it's something that we did, it's over with. We cannot change it. We can't go back and rewrite that history book. So we need to understand that the only thing that matters, the only thing that is important is what we are doing now. So if you regret not expressing yourself to a loved one or how you expressed yourself to a loved one in the past, guess what? Be mindful in the present and be cautious of how you express yourself to the loved ones. And I'm not saying be cautious as in hold back your true feelings, but be tactful in the way that you express yourself. Be mindful of the moment because you will never get this moment again. One way that you can practice being mindful is through meditation, and a simple meditation of practicing your breathing that lets you know that you're alive. You can't be more in the moment than when you're breathing. Sometimes, you may zone off and all of these thoughts of past situations come to you. Snap out of it. Literally, the moment you feel yourself zoning off, drifting away to the past, snap your fingers. Bring yourself back to this moment so that you can appreciate this moment, so that you can learn from the things that are happening now, not the things that happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 2 days ago, or even yesterday, because it's gone and it cannot be changed. The second type of regret that we have is we sometimes regret the things that we did not do. So we grow from regretting what we did to what we did not do. And we've all been there. We've all had things that we say, man, I regret not doing that. Well, guess what? There's a reason that you did not do that. It's possible that it did not resonate with you then, or you weren't going to get any benefit from doing whatever it was in the future. So you have to remember, all decisions that we make are not bad. Sometimes we allow ourselves to make us feel bad about these things that we didn't do, and we allow others to make us feel bad about the things that we did not do. But there's no reason to feel bad about the things that we did not do, because guess what? There's always opportunities to do these things in a different manner. And so you never know how something you could have done will affect your future. So do not regret it. Again, stop living in the past. The past is not going to help you in the present moment. No need to say, I should have balloon jumped out the sky or anything like that. It was the reason you didn't. Could have been, you may not have been here, or you may not be here in this moment had you done it. And so everything happens for a reason. Take heed to that. Understand that when the opportunity is right for you to do something, you'll be presented with the opportunity to do it. So how do you get over regretting the things that you never done? You have to learn to be okay with it. Like I said, the things that we are meant to experience will happen when we are supposed to experience it. You can't miss out on something that you never had, because you don't know what it was, or you don't know what it was like. You may miss out, or you may hype yourself up to feel like you're missing out on something, but you're not missing out on the actual thing. You're missing out on the idea of it. Just because you haven't done something does not make you any less valuable than a person who has done it. You have to know, you have to work on building yourself up instead of tearing yourself down. Everything is not going to be for you to do. So you have to be okay with it. You have to know that the thing that I'm supposed to do, everyone else can't do. So I have to be good with those things that I did not do. Now, the third type of regret is regretting the things that you can never do. This one is kind of tricky, because how do you know that you can never do something? And we allow this regret to haunt us. Actually, all three of these types of regret haunt us. The only difference is this third type does not leave us in the past. It puts us in the future. Something that has not occurred yet, something that's not even in the peripheral vision. Again, we want to focus on the present. The present is the only thing that we can control. The present is the only thing that matters at this moment. So we try to rationalize to make it seem like we can do something, but in reality, it's nothing we can do to change the things that will never happen. And for a lot of us, we tend to feel like, because we can never do this thing, and the example that I'm going to use is some women are not able to have children. Society tends to make them feel bad, or make them feel like they are less of a woman because they cannot have children. But they don't. And they're not. They're not less of a woman because they can't have children. They're not. So in this, you have to be okay to know that because you're not able to do something and you will never be able to do it, it does not make you any less. There are things that you're going to go on to accomplish that other people cannot touch. Other people can't even fathom the things that you are going on to accomplish. And guess what? It could be that if you had children, you wouldn't be able to accomplish these things that are on your path. So that's why we have to stop letting regret consume us. Stop letting it hold us hostage in the past and keep us from stepping forward, or keep us focused on the future so that we're not taking the right path in the present to get to where we want to be. Life purpose is all about forging that path, the path that you want, that you desire, the way that you want. Regret keeps us from doing that. Regret keeps us from focusing on all of the things that are important to us in this moment, that are going to lead us down a correct path. So how do we stop regretting the things that we can never do? It may sound harsh, but if you can never do it, grieve it. Allow yourself to grieve the things that you can never do. And once you grieve it, put it to rest. Don't think about it again. Because the more you think about it, the more it's going to hold you back, and the more you are going to feel that regret. Life doesn't stop because we have regrets. It may feel like it stops because you're so engrossed in the regret that you stop living. But life doesn't stop happening. People don't stop living around you. So don't allow it to keep you from continuing your life. Yes, acknowledge your regrets, but don't give them power over you. Don't allow regret to hold you back from living a life of fulfillment and purpose.